Now, I would consider myself a gamer who mainly enjoys playing single-player titles, although the control and pacing of the adventure are all decided by me, and any mistakes made are mine to bear. However, developer Hazelight Studios has shown me the light in recent years regarding what a game developed around co-op play could look like. In their newest game, Split Fiction, the team is pushing that idea to revolve around two characters who have little to nothing in common, besides their very active imaginations. It's an experience that I think I genuinely needed in a time where everything can seem divisive, and this adventure has a way of challenging you to a point where those differences don't matter, and along the way, the in-game characters, and maybe even the players, can drop the drama if only for a moment as they solve a difficult task.
What kind of a crazy story have you written?
Listen, I don't want to be here either, okay? I just want to get out.
And how do we do that?
I was able to play around 3 hours of Split Fiction with a partner I don't know. I thought this would be a great way to experience a game that demands teamwork, even from strangers, but something caught me off guard early on. The characters, two eager writers looking for a publishing deal, don't really know or like each other. Mio and Zoe are the duo for this adventure, and they've stumbled across an opportunity that promises them a publishing deal. However, Mio finds something off about the entire thing. Maybe it was the giant blue spheres absorbing the other writers, but she trips into Zoe's testing area, and the adventure begins. Mio finds herself in a fantasy world created by Zoe, but it isn't long until the narrative shifts to Mio's world of sci-fi and action. The contrasting themes are evident even in the early stages, where the gameplay doesn't really require too much actual teamwork. Sure, there are some doors that require both characters to get through, but in these early stages, it did feel like a semi-solo experience, mirroring the weak connection between the two leads. As you can guess, this doesn't last too long, but that's when another surprise comes around, and this game can really be challenging.
Bad guys incoming!
I'm not saying this is a negative though, the puzzles all have a range of difficulties, but the moment you have a nice rhythm of progression, the team likes to throw a curveball at the players and say, hey, here's a very difficult puzzle that you'll need to work together to accomplish. Have fun! The levels themselves can be put in a box due to the randomness of Mio and Zoe's stories, and the overarching goal is to clear these stages, find glitches, and stop this company from stealing ideas. Oh yeah, there's this narrative on Gen AI as well that sets up the villain in a natural way, but the game's story has depth as you learn more about the characters' backstories and what influences their writing. As different as these characters are, the developers do some interesting things that put the player in situations anyone would find frustrating. A moment where you have to unlock a phone before it self-destructs, breaking down barriers. Everyone has had these issues with a phone before. It's subtle moments like this that the story touches on, but nothing feels too forced. Themes and ideas are left for the player to engage with, or not, but they all appear so naturally in execution. I began to accept this new Split Fiction reality, where I could be flying a dragon and spitting poison one moment and then flying around as a farting pig the next. This sense of whatever happens, happens came to a head when I played through Zoe's side story and ended up as a hot dog. These side stories are optional, but I'd advise doing them since one of them is a nod to SSX, which is very, very cool. From a game design perspective, I was impressed by what this team conveyed throughout the adventure. Nothing else matters when you're trying to jump perfectly in sync with another person. I can't seem to really put it into words, it all just comes together naturally in a fulfilling way.
Major spoilers, douchebag. We're killing you at the end.
Oh, that's cute. And then what? We always find a way to get our repayment.
Repayment? What is the inspiration behind this story, Mia? Now, Zoe.
It's time to settle the score.
Whoa, okay. That's a lot bigger than I remember writing it.
The drawback is that the challenge is exceptionally high in some moments, which might cause some frustration for MLG players. Still, patience is a virtue, and the reward of tackling a platforming puzzle after multiple attempts is always a cause for celebration. Split Fiction is a very ambitious follow-up to a game that couples use as therapy. For the uninitiated, I'm talking about It Takes Two. The game leans on the power of differences, and shows that's not really a reason not to work together. It also serves the heavier themes it handles with grace, and in a way that feels natural, even when you turn into a pinball and blast into the air. It's an experience that takes creativity, imagination, and a co-op system to a level I personally did not expect. The game also trusts the player's skills by pushing them to tackle even the most challenging platforming sections. I had a great time, and I can't wait to play again when Split Fiction is released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam on March 6, 2025. Thank you for watching. Noisy Pixel is a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all of our future content. See ya, nerds. And now, here's some gameplay.
Why would anyone want to live in the city? It's so loud and dirty. The countryside would bore me to death. And the light pollution? It dims all the stars at night. Stars are overrated. I think I could get used to being a pig, actually. Enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, go slide! Yep, here we go!
Transportation! Let's tow some cars!
Whoa, how cool are these screens? What are you talking about? Eyes forward! Forward! I'm a force of nature. Some fresh air will do you good, city girl. Rock and roll, Boulder. Whee! Shape-shifting seems to come naturally to you.
Voice Pixel.